Hiya, welcome to Darren in the studio. Thanks for swinging by for another video. It's been ages, hasn't it, since I did a video. I will be honest with you. I've been finding it difficult to not just find the time, but also find motivation to make videos. I don't know about the rest of you who make videos regularly about music or whatever subject it is that you talk about. I don't know how you feel about sort of, finding the motivation to make videos. And it's not so much the ideas. I've got lots and lots of ideas that I want to make videos about and all that sort of stuff. It's just difficult to find the motivation, really, if I'm honest. But I have done for this one. I've sort of got me shit together. And got a few things to show for you. Not many things. I haven't really been buying over much these last few weeks. I think it's been about 3 weeks or so since I last did a video. And in that time, I've not really dropped on anything really. I've picked up a few good things along the way, and that's what we're going to be talking about in this video. A mix of styles of music, got some new things as well, picked up a few new albums, which is pretty cool in the last sort of couple of 3 weeks, and we'll get to those. And also there's a book in here as well, which is I think the first time I've featured a book on a roundup of buys and whatnot. So let's get on with it. They're all in alphabetical order. First off, Blink 182, the greatest hits. I used to have this on a promo CDR, and again, if you're a regular to the channel, you'll know that I often talk about promo CDRs. And what I used to do is I used to get them onto really cheap CDs, burnable CDs, and they just sort of fail in the end. So it's nice to have an original copy of this. The only snag with this, apart from, I mean, it's in really good condition. I can't even remember how much I paid for this. I think I paid about 50p for it. Still got the original case. The case is okay. It's not damaged or anything like that. But the only thing is the booklet, and this will be something that the rest of you lot who sort of also buy secondhand CDs, you'll know this little snag of a problem, and it's that little bit there that gets jammed in the CD case. Sort of these little tabs here. If whoever pre-owned this, whoever owned it before me, obviously didn't really care about it, and now you've got these nasty little marks on the cover, and there's no way of sort of getting rid of them really. You can't sort of put it right. Once it's done, because it sort of staples it in the case. But like I say, used to have this album on a CDR promo, and nice to get an original copy of it. Of course, all the big songs are on here. What's My Age Again is probably my favourite Blink 182 song. I Miss You. Lots of good stuff on here. Really good album. Nice little Christmas record on here as well called I Won't Be Home for Christmas, and a BBC track, session track on here as well as a bonus. Blink 182 Greatest Hits. When did this come out? 2005 on the Geffen label. Next, a brand new album. I say brand new. This came out last year and I didn't even know about it. For those of you who are regulars to this channel, you'll know that I'm a massive Steve Earle fan. Turns out Steve Earle put out a new album last year. Last year Steve Earle embarked on a solo tour. No, it was just him and a guitar, his harmonica, some songs and some stories. And he put out an album of the solo tour. This is back end of 2024 this came out. Like I said, only just found out that it was out. This is called Alone Again Live. Steve Earle. Really nice artwork. The thing I like about this also is It's just Steve, his guitar, and an audience. And I really like the packaging as well. The packaging is kind of simple too. You don't get a booklet or anything. You just get the recording details and the CD inside here. And I kind of like it for that. I like it for its simplicity. Alone Again Live, Steve Earle. This is out on the... What label is this through? I thought that Steve was signed to Warner Brothers, but this isn't on the Warner's label. I can't see what label it's on now. Anyway, whatever it's on. Steve Earle, Alone Again Live, great as well. Some of the sort of introductions to the songs are superb, you know, where Steve talks about how the songs came about and stuff like that. Really good. You get a chance to check this out. This is a really good album. I wish I'd known about it when it first came out. Steve Earle, Alone Again Live. This is brand new. This next item was a gift, and I've got to thank my friend Mark, who also has a YouTube channel, Leather Wolf. If you look for Leather Wolf on YouTube, you can check out Mark's channel. I'm hoping that Mark will start doing some videos like this. That'd be great. Anyway, Mark's a really great friend of mine, and he told me about this Kiss book that he had. And he said he had 2 copies of it, so he gifted me one of them, which is very, very kind of him. And here it is. This is Take It Off. This is basically the story of the Kiss albums during the Unmasked years from 1982 through to what 1983 through to what 92-ish. I can't remember now. But yeah, it goes through all the albums, including the compilation Smashes, Thrashes and Hits. Of course, the albums featured are Lick It Up, Animalized, Creatures of the Night is featured because of the reissue with the unmasked photograph on the front. Asylum, Crazy Nights, Smashes, Thrashes and Hits, Hot in the Shade, Revenge, Alive 3, Kiss My Ass, Classic Kiss Regrooved, Kiss Unplugged, Carnival of Souls, the final sessions, and then there's an afterword by Andres Carrison, and Eddie Trunk's top 20 Kiss songs of the non-makeup era. Really nice packaging as well. Really nicely put together. This is by Greg Prato. This book got some nice colour photographs as well. There's the albums that it talks about. I mean, obviously, Carnival of Souls was an album which was recorded pre the reunion of the original members, but the album was just kind of shelved. I mean, Carnival of Souls, I think, actually, as an officially released album, because I know it was available as a bootleg for a long time, but officially released as a Kiss album was sort of like 96, 97 time. So, this is really great. Truly Unmasked, Take It Off, Kiss. Story of all the songs and the albums of the non-makeup years. Thanks again to my friend Mark for gifting me this. Leather Wolf. Check him out on YouTube. Next, over the last, I don't know, year or so, I've picked up quite a lot of Meatloaf things in second-hand shops, charity shops. And I've dropped on again with some Meatloaf stuff, and some, you know, the Meatloaf albums are great. You know what I mean? Didn't have this one. This is from 1983. This is on the Epic label. This is a nice little reissue of the Midnight of the Lost and Found album. Really great condition. Original Sony Epic release. The booklet in here is really great. Check out this booklet. There's the album, right? Check out this booklet, people. You're going to be absolutely knocked out by this. That's right. Nothing. They went overboard with that, right? Of course, some great songs on here. Razor's Edge, Midnight of the Lost and Found. My favourite track on here is If You Really Want To. I remember buying that as a 12-inch picture disc single. Maybe I'll show it you one day. Produced by Tom Dowd, 1983. Meatloaf's Midnight at the Lost and Found. Paid 25p for that. Another Meatloaf album. Somebody must have just been getting rid of their Meatloaf albums, to be fair. This is 1984. The follow-up to Midnight the Lost and Found. This is Bad Attitude. Nice artwork. Again, a lot of great songs on here. A lot of big hits. Bad Attitude, Modern Girl, Nowhere Fast. Jumping the Gun's a great track. Don't Leave Your Mark on Me. Some really great tracks on here. I think the booklet's better in this one. I'll show you the booklet. There's the other one, didn't have anything. This has got lyrics and pictures of the band there. On the Arista label. I don't think that was part of the Sony setup, was it? Because Arista was just out on its own, wasn't it, I think, through BMG. 1984, Meatloaf's Bad Attitude on CD, another 25p purchase. And another Meatloaf album, and I think this pretty much completes the collection of Meatloaf, and I've pretty much bought all my Meatloaf albums secondhand. This is Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell. This was a massive record at the time. This is an original 93. I want to say 93. I think it's 1993. It is 1993, I'm right. This is on the Virgin label. This is an original 1993 release. Again, a lot of big records on here. I'll Do Anything for Love, but I won't do that. The album version, which is about 8 minutes long. Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through. What else was on here? Which is a bit Everything Louder Than Any Arts. That was a big hit. Meatloaf, Bad Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell. 25p. Another brand new album. And this really is brand new. Although it says 2024 on it, I'm sure this has only just been released to the stores. I don't know, you might know different. I did a video about the Dogs D'Amour and it absolutely went mental. It's done really well. Where I sort of showed you some of my Dogs D'Amour albums, plus the bad, what's it called? The Ballad Mongrels album featuring Matty James Cassidy and Tyler from the Dogs D'Amour. Well, Tyler's got a brand new album out, and here it is. This is called Gilding the Lily, this album. Tyler J. Pallas, brand new album. Not sure what label this is through. Cargo Records, King Outlaw Records. Like I say, it says on it 2024, but I'm not sure whether that's just a copyright issue and it's actually been put out 2025. Nice artwork. Of course, all the artwork is by Tyler, and you're probably thinking to yourself, hang on a minute, Darren, there's no CD. The reason there's no CD is because I'm playing a track on one of my radio shows this week, and it's up there in the CD wallet, ready to be played on the radio. Really nice artwork. I'll show you the booklet if I can get it out. I had terrible trouble getting it out originally. Let's see. I suppose this is where things get damaged, don't they? Can he do it? Yes. Fine. Really nice artwork. Tyler does all his own artwork. And there's 18 tracks on this album. And if I had to complain, I don't like critiquing anybody's music. Why should I? I couldn't do any better, you know what I mean? This is a really great album, but I think it's too long. 18 tracks on here, and I think there's probably 4 or 5 which for me he could have left off and just left it like a 12-track album or something like that. Tyler J. Pallas, Gilding the Lily, brand new out. A recent album released by Rod Stewart. How about this? This was another 25p find in the charity shop. This is Rod Stewart's The Tears of Hercules. 2021 this album came out. Lily's just made an appearance. 2021 this album came out. Again, found this in the charity shop, 25p, mint condition. And guess what? It's a great album. Lily stuck to doing this and jumping up on me, getting in on the video. All your fans will be wanting to know what you're doing, Lily. What are you doing? Anyway, let's just get on with it. Rod Stewart, Tears of Hercules, 2021. This is on the Warner label, Warner Records. Great condition, really nice booklet inside. Track, again, the reason you're probably saying, Darren, where's the CD? Playing a track on my radio show this week. I'm going to be playing Born to Boogie, a tribute to Mark Bolan on here. It's not actually the song Born to Boogie by T-Rex. It's a song written by, I don't know who actually wrote Born to Boogie. Let me just check for you. But it's basically a tribute to Mark Bolan, and it's really great. And I should have looked before I started the video, really, but I just wanted to check who did it. Rod Stewart and Emerson Swinford wrote Born to Boogie, a tribute to Mark Bolan. If you get a chance, either listen to my radio show or check this out online, the track Born to Boogie. It's really great. Good stuff. Rod Stewart, Tears of Hercules, 2021, 25p. And another new album that I didn't even know had come out. Again, like Steve Earle, I am a massive fan of Dwight Yoakam. And I kind of thought Dwight had stopped making records, because he hasn't had a new album out for just ages, years. And then this pops up. This came up on my, I think I was just looking through Amazon or something or other, and this just came up. This is Brighter Days, brand new from Steve Earle. This is on the Trinity Tigers label, Via Records, 2024. This is a great album, it really is. I love Dwight's styling of all his albums. They're always really good, aren't they? Nice selection of songs as well, 14 tracks on here. Got a nice little booklet in amongst it as well. Brand new from Dwight Yoakam. Good album as well, really strong album. Brighter Days is the album, brand new out. Like I say, didn't even know it was out, and picked up this and the new Steve Earle album at the same time, sort of catching up on new music by a couple of my favourite singer-songwriters. And I guess the reason why I didn't know they were out is because I haven't really been to any of the record shops for a long time. You know, HMV, whenever I'm in there, I usually go to Steve Earle and go to the Dwight Yoakam section just to check if there's anything new out. And because I haven't been for such a long time, I haven't seen. So it was nice to get back into the swing of things with Dwight Yoakam. Brand new album, Brighter Days. Check it out. Good little album, this. That's it. That's all the stuff I've got for you for now. We're also, at some point today, I'm also going to be doing my 1975, 50 years of 1975. 10 albums that are celebrating 50 years. So that's probably going to get recorded at some point today, but I probably won't upload it until maybe tomorrow, so you'll get to sort of see this one first. We're not going to be doing 1965, because I looked through all my collection and it turns out I've only got about 4 or 5 albums from 1965. So I've decided just to leave 1965 for this particular year, and we'll just skip to 1975. So that's the next video coming up. Thanks for swinging by. Look after yourselves. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Looking, hopefully, going to be at 700 subscribers by the time this has been out. We're just sort of nearly there. I think we're 4 people off 700. That'd be great. And also looking to get to 1,000. That's going to be a real milestone for this particular channel. So if you like what you see and you like Lily, for Lily's sake, you've got to subscribe so you can see more of this little cuter. So thanks for swinging by, and we'll see you soon for another video. Ta-da.